to say. Have you ever wondered how pro athletes get sponsored, or how you could land your sponsorship deals? Well, you're in the right place, because that's what we're going to go through today on this video. So first, we're going to talk about what sponsors I have for 25, and then I'm going to give my top tips for you to get your own sponsors. My 2025 sponsors. Sponsor number one. In 2025, I will be working with Live Cycling UK. This will be my 10th year with them, but also my second year with Live Cycling Global. So I'll be both on the global and the UK Instagram channels and their other channels, racing for them, creating content for them. I've been with Live Cycling for 10 years now, which is absolutely incredible. I got sponsored by Live UK when I was 16, which is really young. I think I won national youth. National youth category. So they're like part of the reason how I started kind of growing on social media. So this year I will be riding the new Live Avow when it turns up. Fingers crossed it turns up soon so we can get things sorted on it. With Live Cycling UK and Global, I will also be racing on Kadex wheels. So part of the kind of umbrella is also Kadex, very fast wheels, a few other products, but very lucky to have Live Cycling and Kadex as my main sponsor. Sponsor number two. Sponsor number two is for my kit. So I will be racing in Castelli for the 2025 season. I think this is my third year now racing in Castelli kit. It's top of the range kit, fast. Also as well, it makes training so much easier because the kit is second to none. When I'm going out like 2 degrees, there is kit that is perfect for that weather, and if it starts raining, it's water resistant, it repels water, it's warm. I don't have to wear 6 layers, I wear 2 layers. Even when it's like minus numbers, I will be in 2 layers of Castelli kit because it is quality kit. And Castelli also have a distributor called Saddleback. So Castelli and Saddleback are linked. So I also work with Saddleback. Now Saddleback gift me with other products as well as Castelli. I will use some of their products like Silka, and I'm gifted those items from them in return for social media posts. Sponsor number 3, which was signed last week. We signed for this company, and this is the first time I'm officially an ambassador for them. Over the years, I've been gifted items, which has been really kind of them, and it also means that my indoor training setup is insanely good, and I'm very fortunate to be working with them. This year, on a global front, I will be a global ambassador for Wahoo. Woo! Wahoo! Hopefully we'll see over the next couple of months. I will be collabing with Wahoo Official on socials and racing under the Wahoo umbrella for 2025. Okay, the next sponsor is actually local to me, which I don't think people know. So we've got Hiplok, which is a local lock company. So they make bike locks. They also make motorbike locks. Obviously I don't use their motorbike their motorbike products, but I use a lot of their bike locks. So to make sure things are safe, we have most of their products. So we have the jaw, the Z-lock and the airlock. So the airlocks are in the garage, and then the jaws are in here behind me. That's how we set up the bikes with the Z-locks around them. In another video, I will show you like the whole training room setup. I think that will be quite interesting video, but I'm going to save that for another video so we can just talk through kind of why things are where. But anyway, go on, set on another video. If you're looking for locks, I would highly recommend Hiplok. The sun's come out. The sun's come out. Another brand that I'll be working for 2025 is Science in Sport. So I've been an ambassador for them for a couple of years now. They have a really good range of products all inform sports. I race with their Beta Fuel product. Overall, it just is a massive saving to have those products. Train and race and make sure fueling is top notch and recovery also. If anyone has any questions about some of their products, what they taste like, how I use them in training or racing, just put it in the comments below and I can either make a video or get back to you in the comments. Okay, and then going on to sponsorship, which isn't product related. So these are local sponsors that are helping me towards my season. So the first one, I've been with them for 3 years now, which is TTC. Transport consultancy. So George and the team are local and they've backed me for the past 3 years and helped me get to races. I love their support. They follow all the races. They understand the sport. And yeah, they're just a really good company to have backing you. And I like going into the office and seeing them. Then there's a key sponsor that keeps me injury free, which is Megan from Sports Therapy and Performance. I see her for massage, any niggles or anything I have, I go straight to her. And pretty much as well, she's probably like my life coach and everything else because I pretty much contact her for everything. And she's just overall a great person. Because she's that good, she's really busy. So Megan, if you are watching this, I would like a massage please. So yeah, let's get to work, let's get back on it and let's get a massage booked in, please. So going on from that, I also get supported by Jake from Precise Performance for bike fitting. So for the past year, I've been working with him on my bike position and bike fit and overall making me more comfortable and faster on the bike, because when you are not comfortable on that saddle, it is painful to push power. So that's been amazing, really great, and looking forward to working with him in the 2025 season. And then my final sponsor, which is pretty much why I started YouTube, is Foscast. So Ben and Tom from the Foscast. This is my second year with them. I've known Tom for quite a long time, since I was like quite small and used to ride for the local shop and the club. And then Ben used to come in the shop because he is local, Ben Foster, and met him through working at the shop. And then 2 years ago on a charity bike ride, he had a pint of Guinness in his hand and I asked him if he would sponsor me. And then since then, they have agreed to sponsor me and look after me. And that's how that partnership came about. So sponsorships aren't all about getting free gear. Yes, free gear is lovely, but that's not what sponsorship is about. Sponsorship is a partnership between you and the brand because they need something in return. My first tip is to be valuable. There's a lot of athletes out there. You need to be different. You need a unique selling point, storytelling, race results. You need to be a valuable asset to helping sell their brand. So that means that you need a unique selling point. You need to be different and you need to showcase that. Now that could be through race results. If you've got race results, then perfect. Brands would like to be on podiums. Storytelling through Instagram, YouTube. Some brands want to increase community. You see a lot of this in London. There's brands with massive communities and they want to showcase that. The more people they get into these communities, the better. And it's kind of like word of mouth and getting around and people start buying their products. That kind of leads me on to building a relationship with the brand. There's no point going to a brand at the back end of the year when the sponsorship deals kind of start and brands look at budget and just sending out a blanket email to as many sponsors as possible. That will just kind of go into the bin. They won't look at it because they all know it's generic and you sent it out to 6, 7, 8 brands. Work with brands you use and you like. It's easier to sell products for them when you like using their products. build a relationship, start engaging in their social media, engaging with the brand, go to their events. Like, you have to put in the work. Brands are not going to come to you. And be part of the community. If that brand is holding an event, go to the event. So if you are looking at a certain brand and they are holding an event, I would personally go to that event. Take time out of your day to go to that event, because you've got to look at your future. If that event opens a door to having that brand as a sponsored or a partner, then it's worthwhile to go to those events. Connections with people. That brings me on to my third tip. You want to actually create content. Create content that has these brands in. If you want to work with a bike company and you're using their bike, create content that has the bike in it, tag them in it. That way they're going to see it and notice you, so that when you do send that email or you do pick up the phone and call that company, they have already seen your content. They've already seen you love their product, because it's easy to talk about, because you know the product, you're already riding it. You also don't need a million followers to make content. You can pick up your phone and create content. These phones are pretty incredible now. Like, they film in 4K. You can create content. It doesn't need to be amazing videographer content. And with that, you want to show consistency with this. Don't just think about doing one post, tagging that brand, and then go on to the next one. You want to be consistently tagging and consistently making content. You can't kind of make content, leave it, delete it. You need to consistently make content, and this takes time and effort. Like, to get a brand to support you, a lot of people out there in the world that want a sponsorship deal. You've got to be different, you've got to be on it, and you've got to work for it. That brings me on to number 4, tell a story. Make sure that your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube to make content tells a story. That's what people buy into. They buy into the story, they start to understand you, and that's how you get more engagement in your content. And if you're just putting a picture on here and there and not really giving an insight into your life, people don't feel like they know you, and they will not trust your judgment. And if, say, you start to put content up that is #ad or #gifted, but you don't really say much about the content, or you don't tell anyone about yourself and what you do, why would they trust you with your judgment on that product? So it is worth telling a story. 5 is pitch like a pro. Go to these brands and put effort into the email or the phone call. You need to put effort in. It's not a simple 5-minute email, will you sponsor me? That will get put in the bin. Put effort into that email and saying what you can do for them, what your reach is, your engagement rate, what you can offer them that is different to other people. Say why you love the brand, why you use the brand currently in your training, how you use it, and then how you can help them progress and sell the brand, because that's what they need to do. They need to sell the product, and then you need to make sure that the value that they give you, you give them back. That value needs to go a long way. They need to see the return on investment. So they are my 2025 sponsors, my 5 tips to help you approach sponsors and start working with brands. Obviously, I'm not the best triathlete in the world yet, maybe one day, and I'm not the best influencer in the world, but I work hard to get these brands and work with them to get the best partnership out there from both parties, from my point of view, to get the best products to race fast, and then from their point of view to sell the products or increase their reach. And some people might think I'm quite lucky with the brands I have backing me, but this has been years of work, and behind the scenes a lot goes on. A hell of a lot goes. So I hope this helps. I am now off for a run, and I will see you in the next video. Bloody beautiful.